The art of swing bowling is one of the most beautiful sensations in the game of cricket. Rather than relying on pure pace, the bowler needs to outthink the batsman, swinging the new ball and reversing the old one. To be honest, it is quite challenging to select the top 7 from a long list of exceptional fast swing bowling icons. But of course, could have a place in this list as well. 7. Sarfraz Nawaz, Pakistan. Sarfraz Nawaz, who did the world of cricket a massive favor by discovering reverse swing during the late 1970s, took 177 wickets from 55 test matches and remains one of the greatest bowlers to have ever played for Pakistan. Sarfraz's career highlight was undoubtedly the test match between Australia and Pakistan in Melbourne in 1979. Needing 382 for victory, Australia, at 305/3, seemed to be cruising to a comfortable victory. Pakistan captain Mushtaq Muhammad duly called Sarfraz into the attack, and he responded with figures of 9/86 in the innings to give Pakistan a miraculous victory of 71 runs, 6. Malcolm Marshall, West Indies. Legendary Caribbean fast bowler Malcolm Marshall was one of those lethal fast bowlers who had the ability, expertise, intelligence, control, and the ability to trouble the batsman on any kind of wicket. Marshall was idolized and hailed by cricketing greats like Ian Botham, Graham Gooch, Brian Lara, Michael Holding, and Mike Gatting. He could embarrass the batsmen with his outrageous pace, terrify them with towering bouncers and squaring them up with magnificent swing. He took 376 wickets in 81 tests and 157 wickets in 136 one-day matches for Windies. 5. Glenn McGrath, Australia. Talking about Aussie fast bowlers, Glenn McGrath is undoubtedly one of the greatest cricketers to represent Australia. He didn't have too much pace, yet could trouble the batsman with his perfect seam position, splendid line and length, vicious swing, and uncomfortable bounce he could extract. No performance of McGrath can come close to his 8 of 38 versus England in the Ashes 1997 at Lord's. Collectively, this shining Aussie has hammered 563 batsmen in just 124 test encounters. While he has got 381 wickets in 250 ODIs under his belt. Indeed, his swing bowling is an outstanding benchmark in the history of cricket. 4. Waqar Younis, Pakistan. Waqar Younis, perhaps, had the most perfect attributes required for reverse swing, and man, didn't he make the most of it. Holding a slinky roundarm action and bowling at 145 km/h in his glory, Younis was absolutely unplayable once the ball started reversing. His stock ball was a toe-crushing in-swinging Yorker bowled at over 150 km/h. He took 373 wickets from 87 tests at an average of 23.56 and carried the batsman 416 times away from the crease in 262 ODIs with an outstanding average of 23.78. 3. James Anderson, England. James "Jimmy" Anderson is England's all-time leading wicket-taker, and at the time of writing, at 40 years old, is still playing Test cricket at the highest level. Anderson burst onto the scene in 2003 and took 5 wickets on Test debut against Zimbabwe, and has not really looked back since. He is probably best known for his hooping away swingers, forcing the batter to commit to a shot with the ball starting on off stump and kicking away as it angles towards second slip. 2. Richard Hadlee, New Zealand. In his time he was regarded as the best swing bowler in the cricketing world. Sir Richard Hadlee was one of the greatest players to ever play Test cricket. His bowling remains the reason why New Zealand was competitive during his career, a record haul for Hadlee in Australia. In just 86 tests, Hadlee picked up 431 wickets at a bowling average of 22.30. While he has also registered 158 wickets in 115 ODIs under his name. He is a perfect standard or benchmark for fast bowling perfection to date. The black cap superstar was idolized and hailed by the cricketing greats like Ian Botham, Malcolm Marshall, Imran Khan, and Kapil Dev. They jointly agree that Richard Hadlee is completely unmatched. 1. Wasim Akram, Pakistan. The cricketing world has probably never seen a more talented and versatile bowler than Wasim Akram. With 502 wickets in 356 ODIs and 414 wickets in 104 tests, the only bowler besides Muttiah Muralitharan to achieve this feat, Akram burst into international cricket with relatively no first-class experience after being spotted at a cricketing camp by Pakistani batting legend, Javed Miandad at Lahore. This made the Sultan of Swing one of the toughest bowlers to play. Along with his partner in crime, Waqar Younis, the two formed one of the most fearsome bowling attacks. To quote Ricky Ponting, "You could get a few runs off him, but you just knew there was an unplayable ball around the corner, be it with an old ball or with a new ball."